Hey there, and welcome. If you're just starting your journey with the PTE academic exam, I know it can feel like a pretty big step, but don't you worry, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break it all down for you, starting with the very first thing you'll see on the test. So the first task you'll come across is called Read Aloud. And in this little explainer, we're going to dive deep into what it is, how it works, and most importantly, how you can do really well on it. My goal is simple. By the end of this, I want you to feel confident and totally ready to tackle it.
Okay, so first things first. What exactly is this Read Aloud task? Before we jump into all the tips and strategies, let's just get a crystal clear picture of what the test is asking you to do.
Well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You'll see a short piece of text on your screen. It's never more than 60 words. And your job? It's simply to read that text out loud, clearly, into the microphone. Since you're speaking, this task contributes directly to your overall speaking score.
So what does this actually look like in the exam? Well, you're going to see this task about 6 or 7 times. For each one, you get a little bit of time to prepare, somewhere between 35 and 40 seconds. This is your chance to read the text silently and get comfortable. After that prep time is up, you have another 35 to 40 seconds to actually record your voice.
Now, to do really well, you need to know how you're being scored. Think about it like learning the rules before you play a game, right? Once you understand what the computer is actually listening for, you can focus on giving it exactly what it wants.
Your score here comes from 3 main things. First, there's content. This is simple. Did you read the words exactly as they were written? No adding words, no skipping words. Second is oral fluency. This is all about how smooth and natural you sound. The computer wants to hear a steady rhythm, not a lot of hesitations like or ah. And third, of course, is pronunciation, where your word's clear enough for anyone to understand. Okay, knowing the rules is one thing, but having a solid game plan, well, that's what's going to make you feel confident. So let's talk about a simple 2-phase strategy that will help you feel completely in control during the test.
Our whole strategy is broken down into 2 really simple parts. Phase 1 is all about how you use those precious 35 to 40 seconds of preparation time. And Phase 2 is your performance, what you do when that microphone is on and recording. Let's start with what to do in Phase 1. That preparation time is absolutely golden. First thing you should do is scan the text for any words that look a little tricky or long. Just whisper them to yourself to get a feel for them. Next, look for the commas and periods. These are your best friends because they tell you exactly where you can take a natural, quiet breath. And finally, start thinking about how you can group words together into little phrases. And that last point brings us to a super important technique called chunking. See, instead of reading one single word at a time, you group them into natural, meaningful phrases. So for this sentence, you'd read it more like, researchers believe that the new data will change the results. This makes you sound so much more confident and natural, and it's a huge boost for that fluency score. All right, your preparation time is over. You're going to hear a short little beep, and that means it's time for Phase 2, recording. It's go time.
Okay, now listen closely because this is so important. After you hear that beep, you have to start speaking within 3 seconds. If you wait any longer, the microphone will just turn off and you'll get a 0 for that question. So don't panic, just take a calm breath and start speaking as soon as you hear that beep.
While you're recording, I want you to remember 2 golden rules. First, if you make a mistake, and it happens, do not stop to correct yourself. Just keep going. Trust me, a tiny little error is much better for your score than a long pause or a stutter. And second, focus on a nice, steady pace. You're not in a race. Just think about reading the news, nice and clear and controlled.
Okay, let's talk about the details. These are those little things that can really push your score up and make your speaking sound polished and professional. Think of punctuation as your roadmap. When you see a comma, that's your signal for a tiny half-second pause. But when you get to a period at the end of a sentence, take a slightly longer pause and let the tone of your voice drop down a little. It shows you understand where one idea ends and another begins.
And please, don't forget these small details. If you see a number like 2025, you should say 2025. If you see the symbol for 50%, you should say the words 50%. And here's one that a lot of people miss. Be careful with word endings. Make sure you clearly pronounce those S and ed sounds. The computer is listening for them.
All right, we're almost there. Finally, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make. If you know what these little traps are ahead of time, it's so much easier to avoid falling into them. So here are the big 4 mistakes to watch out for. The number 1 mistake is restarting a sentence if you mess up. This really hurts your fluency scores, so just keep moving forward. Next, avoid those long, awkward pauses. If you're quiet for too long, the system might think you're done. Also, I know it's tempting when you're nervous, but don't rush. Speaking too fast just makes your words unclear. And finally, a simple technical tip. Try not to touch the microphone while you're talking. It can make a loud popping sound in the recording.
And please, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. The PTE computer does not care about your accent. It doesn't matter where you're from. What it's grading you on is your rhythm and your clarity. So focus on a smooth, clear delivery, and you'll be just fine.
So that's it. That's the Read Aloud task. It's the very first thing you'll do in the PTE exam, and now you have a clear plan for it. Just remember to stay calm, use your preparation time wisely, speak as clearly as you can, and no matter what happens, just keep moving forward. You are more prepared than you think. You've absolutely got this.